I know what you're thinking. Why is there a giant version of my head behind me? Is it because of my ego? Is it because I'm trying to satiate my massive ego? No, my friends, it's because I've done something much worse. I've bought a green screen from Amazon.com for approximately $32, and now things are gonna go crazy. As a matter of fact, look at that. I could even change it right back to the green screen itself. So you could pretty much edit me wherever it is you want me to be. I could react to something behind me like this. Whoa, dude, that's my favorite thing in the planet. I wish I could put that in my mouth all the time. Or, whoa, dude, man, I support that 100%. That's something that I support 100%. But this video isn't about that, my friends. This video is about you and your virginity. Today I'm going to show you 3 tricks that you could do with this little switch here. This little bit of a switch, a little bit of a move that magicians have come to know as the Biddle Move or the Biddle Steal. So you go up to a participant and you go, hey there, do you know what virginity looks like? It looks like this, my friend. It looks like this. But I'll tell you what, I'll show you a little bit of a trick that I've been working on. In this case, why don't you touch a card? That one right there, good eye. Good eye, sir. Please remember your card. We have the 10 of hearts. And here's what I'm going to claim to do. So I'm going to score this card up into the deck as clean could be. And I'm going to try to cut directly to your card. I'm going to try to cut directly to your card. So in this case, you might do this and you might go, okay, great. Hold on to that, sir. And a spectator holds it in their disgusting, I would say, decrepit fingers. And you go right here, sir. Your card, the Queen of Hearts. I found it, first try, no effort. That wasn't your card? No? How about the Joker? I'll tell you what, I think I was close. Sir. Why don't we check these 5 cards? I feel like I was close here. Don't tell me if you see your card, all right? Don't tell me if you see your card here, but we have the 8 of clubs, the 2 of hearts, we have the 10 of hearts, we have the Joker, and we have the Queen of hearts, right? So I give these back to the spectator, and I go, so your card is one of these potential cards, sir. One of these is potentially yours. And I'll tell you what, we'll do a little bit of a different trick. How's that? All right, I'm going to make your card disappear. Watch. I'm going to make your card disappear. Watch. Just like that. Look, your card is completely gone, is it not? You see it? There's a Joker, the 8, the 2, and the Queen. Your card is completely gone, sir. Completely gone from this half. No, really, it's gone. I've made it disappear, sir. What, you don't trust my magical abilities? All right. Why don't you check the deck in your hands, sir? And of course, the spectator takes the deck that is in their hands the entire time. They're going to spread through these bad boys and see one card face up. One card face up. Only one card alone. That's right. The 10 of hearts. Where did it go? It went there. That's where it went. This is a trick that you might know as the Biddle Trick, my friends. This is a trick that a lot of people have been familiar with, and this is the simplest method. This is just the simplest method with the simplest presentational ploy. My right ball and or upper thigh has been hurting, and I'm hoping it's not a hernia. I've prevented myself from working out this entire week, but it's just something that is a pain that I've been dealing with, which I realize it's exacerbated by this position. So here's all that you're going to do, my friends. You're going to spread the cards and have the spectator touch whichever card they want. The reason you have them touch it is because you don't want them taking it out. The reason you don't want them taking it out is because you are going to sight the second card above their card. So in this case, we have 1 and 2 over here, and that's where you're going to get your pinky break. Of course, if you don't know what a pinky break is, I suggest you check out my, what's the thing? Oh, that's right, the Pigcake Magic Academy, where $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card and coin stuff, and you actually get 4 videos every single week because you automatically get enrolled in the piggybacker tier of videos, which is 2 additional tutorials that I don't post anywhere else, bringing the grand total up to 4 videos every single week. What? Huh? Join it. The link is in the description below, and rave reviews all around. People really enjoying it, so why don't you check it out, my friend. You get a pinky break right there, second card above the spectators, and you're going to square that card up into the deck, and now guess what? You're good. The premise is going to be established that you are a magic superstar, and you are going to cut directly to their card. Really? I'm not cutting directly to their card. I'm cutting directly to the break. Now I'm going to hand this to the spectator. They're going to hold this in their hand like this. You cut this half into their hand, and you make sure that they hold it in their hand. I'm going to put it in my back pocket because I don't have a spectator here. But you're going to show them the card confidently, and you're going to show them that you're wrong. Now at this point, you could play it up however it is that you want, but you say, oh, well, I guess maybe I might have been within these cards. So I'm going to show you these cards, but don't tell me if you see your card, please. Now all I'm going to do here is the Biddle Move. Here's the Biddle Move and the crux of this entire performance. You're going to take one card into your hand. You're going to take another card into your hand. You're then going to take the next card, which is the spectator's card, technically, right? And here's the move, my friends. As I deal this next card onto this 4, I'm going to pick it up with the right packet. So I'm just going to square these cards up. I'm going to pick it up under the packet as I deal this 8 on top of the packet. So now what I've done is that I've stolen that card underneath the spread here as I deal this card onto my hand. So one more time, as I deal this 4 of hearts, I'm getting a break right there. That should have been said earlier. I'm getting a break. That's what's going to make the steal a lot easier. I'm going to take this packet and put it on top. At the same time, I'm going to take my left thumb and deal this next card onto the packet, supposedly on top of that 4. But guess what, my friends? That 4 is there. So now I could deal this last card, and I'm going to be good to go. I'm going to be good to go. So at speed, it should just look like you're dealing through the cards and showing them to the spectator, but really, you've taken that card and stolen it underneath. So remember, the spectator's holding on to the half in their hand. You're just simply going to place these cards on top of their hand and have them hold on to the rest of the deck. So that's a reset. They already have this 4 of hearts that's face up in the middle of the deck that they have no idea about. And they think that you have 5 cards in your hand. Now at this point, I could do any number of false counts or false deals here to make it show that I have 5 cards. I'm not going to count them out loud and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to display them. So I'm just going to count them to myself just like this. I'm just going to go through them, and they're going to see 5 cards. Now at this point, you're going to bluff it. You're going to bluff it. You're going to pretend to take a card in your palm, and you're going to awkwardly show that you've managed to take one of the cards in their hand, and it happens to be their card. So at this point, this is pretty strong because they think that the card's in your hand. They think it's a gag. Haha, the card's in your hand. So you very cleanly show that these cards are all gone, but then you show them that the card is really gone, which is a startling moment because where'd the card go? And of course, the spectator is going to be instructed at that point to spread through the cards in their hand and see that there's only one card there, one card whatsoever in their hands. So it's kind of a nasty effect, and it's the card they picked. So it's a wonderful effect, and the reason that a lot of people perform it is because it's easy to do, it's easy for the spectator to understand, and the magic ends up taking place in their hand. Here's another fun little ditty. What you're going to do is you're going to have the spectator shuffle the deck, and you're going to run through them like this and have them call stop anywhere they want. So wherever they call stop, let's say they happen to call stop over here on the Joker, you tell them, sir, that's a terrible card. Why don't you pick another one? Right there, you remember the 2 of hearts. So that card is going to be lost. As a matter of fact, that card is going to be taken and put in the middle of the packet that the spectator is then going to be instructed to shuffle. So that card is lost in there forevermore, never to be seen ever again. Now you're going to take these cards back, and you tell the spectator, we're going to try something in a moment, but it's very important that we actually know the exact amount of cards we have. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 cards, sir. I want you to take those cards back in your hands. I don't want to touch them. We're going to try a little bit of a magic move here. Watch. Here we go. Right there. Did you see it? I think you saw it, sir. For the first time, name your card. And the spectator says 2 of hearts. And you go, great. That's exactly the card that I took out. Look, I'll prove it to you. Count the cards. Remember, we had 9. So the spectator counts the cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They now have 8 cards. And when they go through the cards, they see that 2 is now gone. That 2 is now gone from their packet. And of course, you could reach into your pocket and pull out the 2 of hearts. I would say that's a little bit of a ditty. A little bit of a ditty. Let's see if I could do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Terrible. Terrible. Jeff Sheridan. I made him a very disappointing individual if he sees me do that right there. Okay. So here's all it is, boys. It's a very simple action. All we're going to do is we're going to run through the card singly into our hand from this Biddle grip position, and we're going to have the spectator call stop. Wherever they call stop, we're going to show them the card. And in exposition here, I'm going to get a break underneath that card because in a moment what I'm going to do is I'm going to kiss that card to the bottom of the deck, and I'm actually going to steal it on the bottom. So in just a conversation here, please remember that card. Don't forget it. A lot of people forget it, and then, well, guess what? It becomes a waste of time for everyone. And I've just stolen that card underneath. That's it. That's all I've done. So now I could take this, place it in my pocket, and apparently take this card, which the spectator assumes is theirs. It's not. And place it into the middle of the packet. So now I could square this card up, and I could shuffle it as I tell the spectator. It's actually going to be important the number of cards that we have here. So at this point, all I'm going to do is do a false count. I'm going to count them falsely. So I'm going to count one off. I'm going to count a second one off and keep a break. Steal that card underneath as I count this next one. Very similar to the Biddle steal that we talked about in the first trick. So that's 1, 2 with a break. Steal that underneath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 cards here, and we give them to the spectator. We tell them to shuffle these 10 cards and to then hold them in their hands. So the spectator holds them in their hands. They think they have 10 cards, one of which is their card. Guess what? They have 9 cards, and their card is already in my pocket. So the trick's pretty much done. You could ask them what their card is at this point. They're going to say, oh, it's the whatever. Oh, I forgot what it is. Short-term memory loss, my friends. Oh, my card's the 9 of spades, mister. And you go, great, great. I'll tell you what, we're going to make that card vanish. Snap your fingers, do whatever magic motion you want to show the people that you've never actually seen a vagina. And then you could have them deal through, and they're going to find that they have only 9 cards. Before they had 10, now they had 9. And of course, when they spread through these cards, they're going to notice that one card's gone, and it happens to be their card, of which you could reach into your pocket. All I'm doing is reaching into my pocket from the deck that I placed there. It's not like the card appeared there. I put the entire deck there. I'm reaching into my pocket and pulling out the 9 of spades. That's literally all I'm doing. No effort whatsoever. You don't have to put a lot of effort in order to have some good tricks. And I think that's a fun one with pretty much no effort. You're just doing a little steal, a little cheeky dodge there, my friends, and then a little false count. And the spectator is going to misremember that they counted the cards themselves. So it's going to be a very powerful effect when reconstructing it in their own disgusting, insignificant minds. Here's another fun one, boys. Spectator calls stop on any card they want. Let's say they're having a call stop over here in the Joker, and you remind them, sir, you really have a propensity for picking terrible cards. So why don't we go with this one over here? Please remember that, the 4 of spades. So that card is lost somewhere in the middle of the deck, never to be seen by human eyes ever again. And here we're gonna just give a little bit of a mix to the cards here. It doesn't really matter. You could really shuffle these cards however you want. You could do one of these, and you say, I think I'm close to your card, sir. I think I'm definitely close to your card. Let's see if we could count these bad boys up. Don't say if you see your card. Don't tell me if you see your card, sir. Please don't tell me. No, actually, I think your card is somewhere in here. Yes, I definitely think your card is somewhere in here, sir. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to make your card disappear. Would that be impressive to you, sir, if I made your card disappear from within the packet? And the spectator is going to go, yeah, that'll be a very impressive. And I go, would it be more impressive if I make the rest of the cards disappear apart from your card? And they're going to go, yeah. And you go, all right, good. Right there. Right there. Right there. Didn't see that coming, did you, buddy? Let's see if I could do this one. Ooh, damn, that looked good. So it's a simple trick. Again, simple, my friend. Simple hits hard. So all we're going to do here is we're going to have the spectator pick a card. We're going to control that bad boy to the bottom. In this case, I'm using the double undercut because I honestly don't care about my existence. And that card is now on the bottom. Now at this point, I'm going to shuffle just as many cards as I want on top of that card. So in this case, let's say I want to shuffle 5 cards on top. So that card is now 6. So now we have that card 6. In this case, we have the 10 of spades, just for the sake of explanation. I'm going to leave it face down just so you could follow this easy. But I'm just going to shuffle a known amount of cards on top of that. So at this point, I could tell the spectator that I'm going to try my best to see if I could cut directly to the card. Was that your card, sir? No? All right. I think I was close. Don't tell me if you see your card. And here, I'm just going to count these cards off into my hand. And when I get to the card that the spectator picked, which is going to be this one over here because of the cards that I've shuffled, I know where it is because I've put it to that position in the bottom. I'm going to steal all these cards underneath at the same time that I take this card on top. So all that's happening here is just this. So it looks like I've dealt this card on top of that pile in my hand, but really it's the only card that's there. The rest of the cards have been placed underneath. Now, a little bit of a hot tip here. If you want, what you could do is that you could cut the cards to the middle. So after you shuffle those 5 cards, let's assume the spectator's card is the 5 of clubs. I'm going to leave it face down for the sake of explanation. I've counted, I've shuffled 5 cards on top of it. What you could do here is cut these cards in the middle and now lift up on these cards. So what this allows you to do is you could table these cards or place them away and say, I cut to your card here, sir. Was I close? And they're going to say no. But guess what? I have less cards to play with. So before, when I was doing that Biddle steal, I had a lot of cards to play with. I had the entire deck. But now, because I've cut the cards, it's a lot easier to steal it. So when I deal these cards onto my hand, it's not going to be a massive movement here. So once I get to the spectator's card and I place those cards on top, it's not going to be such a big movement as with an entire deck. So this is just a way to do it if you want with less cards to make the move easier. So this card would be face up. The spectator would see it, and you're going to tell the spectator don't say anything out loud, sir, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to make your card disappear. Would that be impressive? And of course, the spectator is going to say yes because they saw their card, right? So they're going to say, wow, yeah, sir, that'd be impressive. So you go, I think it'd be a little bit more impressive if I made the rest of the cards disappear apart from yours. Wouldn't you say? And they're going to go, yeah. Yeah. And then you go, all right. And then you show them that all the cards are gone apart from the card they picked, my friends. And that's a nice little bit of a sucker trick, I would say. So I think that was a fun one, my friends. I think that was a great little compilation of tricks you could do with the Biddle move, the Biddle steal, different things you could do to engage the spectator, make them think that the trick is going somewhere, but you nail them. You nail them in their stupid minds. Thank you guys for watching. Apart from that, make sure to do all the things that people do, right? When it comes to videos, check out the Academy. Illusionist is still sponsoring a bunch of my videos. So if you want to give a little bit of a discount to yourself as you peruse illusionist.com, make sure to use the link in the description below. It gives you 10% off and it lets them know, hey, maybe this guy's a little bit of an influencer. Maybe he could influence a lot more things. So we should, I don't know, involve him in our projects. Or, I don't know, allow me to sleep with Brad Christian. Apart from that, man, somebody sent out a McFlurry to my house the other day. In saying this, I'm confirming it, by the way. I've already confirmed to the individual, I'm sure through my actions, that it was in fact my house that McFlurry was sent to. Kind of an interesting little thing, I would say. Not a fun thing to know that somebody knows your identity, but, you know, it's the nature of making videos online. And the worst part was they also sent a cheeseburger. A cheeseburger. Extra mayo, extra ketchup, extra mustard. By the way, they added mayo. Mayo doesn't come in a cheeseburger. Extra mayo, mustard, extra ketchup, extra onions, no meat patty. None whatsoever. I didn't eat the sandwich. So